seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them.
And we're jumping into the very last game of the evening here. It's come down to a game 3. Just like our previous days, where always the last series tends to go to a game 3, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Again, tournament lives on the line with this one, this best of 3. Will it be Team Falcons or Mythic Seal? Very interesting drafts that we've had throughout the series so far, Wolf. And once again, you have to go ahead and take note of how good the junglers have been, but also the roams, right? The roams have been integral for this series, and it's going to be the same this time around. Troll getting another shot at the Cho. Boya this time on the Galakacha. How do you like the rest of the lineups, though, for both spots here?
Yeah, I like the fact that Team Falcons just went to the all reliable Fredrin Arlet with the Troll and the carry and the Marksman Gold Lane, and then for Mythic Steel, they will pick up this Phobius, but this time. Now, I think that they have set up a good game for this Esmeralda. There are so many ways for Esmeralda to survive this game. I think the only threat here is the carry. And then they do have the good attack with the Arta, which is also a big problem. So I think that both teams have just stuck to with their playstyle, with their comfort playstyle. They're either gold laners here for Mythic Seal, while the balance lineup is there for Team Falcons.
Yeah. Interesting to see a Phobius, by the way. We haven't seen him much at all in the past in the group stages.
So, I think that we usually combo it up with maybe a Guinevere or an additional knock-up. But I guess with the presence of Esmeralda that can always be picked up anytime during the draft, you can see that some people will just maybe last in the focus like this. You can really set up a good game for that. But it was a turtle fight. Mythic Seal are actually controlling this turtle fight very earlier on, and could not be only a minute of Boya is underdressed now. He's actually dashing forward. What's the problem? He's just get the retribution up. Boya receives a first attack. Pink Flash actually taken out. Team Falcons is really good coverage. But the ultimate cancels it so that he will be safe. The damage has been done. Boya is out. Extremely control. Boya might be the next one, but the dash and the Cyclone Knight, they're gonna be safe. What a dream scenario for Team Falcons in there.
Yeah, what a fight, you know? I feel like that's been how the series has gone. I'm not sure if they're still going to go for a Kun here. Do they really want to do this in a 2v1? A Feathered Airstrike will be dropped down. I think they just, they're going to back off from this. They have to. I mean, you're not going to kill the Phobius. Yeah, and so, yeah, Team Falcons able to get the first turtle of the game. I'm not sure. I was thinking if Troll was going to go for that kick or not, but again, maybe better to hold it off. But this is what King Flash has been doing throughout the series. You know, if he sees an opening to take a buff, he'll do it. And he's got kind of this advantage right now with Hayabusa. Yes, he died in the last fight, but his whole concern is to go ahead and scale up as quickly as possible right now, that early to mid-game power that the Hayabusa brings to the table.
Maybe the defensive Feathered Airstrike, and I say defensive because it's used to clear the waves, they're going to be waiting for the next turtle fight. What it tells me is that Mythic Steel are not interested at all when it comes to team fighting as of this moment. They're just going to farm it up. King Flash needs to a lot of recovery in this one. Fortunately for someone like a Hayabusa, there's always a way for you to recover when it comes to farming. You can always get kills, and you're really quick when it comes to farming. All they have to do is to set up for something
What they're going to do, Wolf, is just going to set up for a fight again. If Team Falcons isn't able to go ahead and get a pick off here, which is pretty difficult to do, just given the team composition that Mythic Seal has, you're going to force them for a fight. So they're going to rotate up towards that turtle now. It's half health.
Oh, yeah. Hit the middle of the all. Now comes the fight. You want to turn this around to the Yi. Better open this time. Boya receives the shadow kill. Tags him like a boss. Team Falcons will not lose anyone as they have ended off the attack from Mythic Seal and take the turtle with it as well.
No one died, which is, at least as crazy as that team fights have been breaking out around the turtle, it's just objective control right now for Team Falcons. They want to go ahead and secure that. They don't need to force a fight because, again, if they are caught into a real-world manipulation, or not a real-world, if they have a real-world manipulation that they can use, that's great. Here's a kick, though.
Boye revitalized. Not needed.
Oh, no,
It's
troll.
like, hey, it's a movement coming out from the Hayabusa. They want to get Boye. He's actually going to be controlled here. The movements coming out from King Flash. And they have taken out two members of Team Falcons. Boyet and Troll had no business staying there, and Mythic still made sure that they can be punished.
This is what I was talking about, scaling though. You know, in the Hayabusa, you get a double kill for King Flash. He's already been all over the map, so he's going to continue that. And you know, that's why for Team Falcons, like I was saying, they can fight around the objectives and secure them. That's great, but hopefully when they break out into those team fights, they're able to actually convert. And part of that is, once again, the strategy for Team Falcons for the majority of the series and their games is usually to play into Sano. Sano is the one that obviously needs to scale up here on this carry. It does take a little bit longer there, but eventually when Sano does, he will shred through some of that front line, right? Some of these tankier members that Mythic Seal has, especially the Gatakacha and the Phoveus, and even to an extent that Esmeralda in a way. So Team Falcons is more so just kind of waiting. They're playing the long game here, see if they can get to it. And part of that is just dealing with King Flash, not getting set up with a shadow kill, not getting forced into these exchanges. And so far, I mean, they've done a decent job about it. Ruby D2 are going to go ahead and rotate down. This might be a full 5v5 for this last hurdle of the game. This time around, Mythic Seal will find it out, be in good position to do so. Sanji, got to keep an eye on him. He's got 2 kills already. Flicker available, final slash to follow suit if he decides to go for it. Boyet on this Fredrin. They're going to force this fight.
They are definitely going to force this fight. They want to go with Boye right now with the revitalized AO2 that has been used as the Fredrin finds the retribution out there and gets the kill as well. But in comes the Quad Shadow. The shadow kill is not going to be enough. The kick is there, but again, not enough for him. In fact, Team Falcons are collecting just one after the other. They will take it down. The Hayabusa, they want more. Boyet with the Bracer's Wrath. Knocking up Kun this time. They really want to kill this Phoveus and he wants to fight with the ultimate. But there are 4 members of Team Falcons and they take out the Phoveus. Team Falcons have found another dream team fight for themselves and now are leading by 2,600 gold.
Hopefully they don't overstay here. They should be able to get this purple buff and get out as they do. That was a massive team fight objective for Team Falcons. Got to give it up for Boyet to stay calm and collected. That's what the Fredrin does. That's what it allows you to do, these utility junglers, but more so the Fredrin. And, you know, secures a turtle, but then that fight breaks out and, you know, that combination, like I was saying, that real-world manipulation is able to go ahead and catch parts or members of Mythic Seal. And as long as Sano is protected, he's able to go ahead and dish out quite a bit of damage. You can see it. He's building into his 3rd item now. He's already got the Corrosive Scythe and the Golden Staff. And that enough with those procs seem to do really well. This is probably another kill here.
They're setting up where they all have all the control in the world and the damage coming out from Coffin. Bonus kill going in favor of Team Falcons as Ruby D is caught red-handed in the bottom lane. Maybe the exchange now for Mythic Seal is to push up top. Like the Fredrin is nearby, but in no shape at all to defend up top. Team Falcons will answer now with a potential push in the bottom lane themselves.
Yeah, they should be able to get this tier 2 down. Sano working through it really quickly. It's interesting because, again, it's one of those cases, right? If you aren't able to get a good start on your assassin jungler like King Flash did previously, you find yourself in a tough position just because, again, you know, this is an Esmeralda gold lane. You don't really have the tools to just fight. And that's why Team Falcon continues to force themselves on this side of the jungle, fighting for this purple buff. A Feathered Airstrike drop down. King Flash will probably just get this. Oh, he doesn't.
Yeah,
he tried to get the retribution, but he holds on to it too, knowing that this Lord is up. So they'll go ahead and start this. Boyet didn't even need it, right? So they're going to force this Lord fight.
And the combination of Boyet, they can have the retribution and they will. Sanji onto the back line, manning down the members. So if they will be getting punished here against 4 members jumping into the fight like that, that's going to be really bad. Now Kun might be next on the top hit as the Sparta is going to easily ultimate Kun eventually. Now Boyet, come with the Boyet. Now they will get the kill on the Boyet. No, that's the AOG, but the damage has been done. Boyet keeps himself safe. Boye also keeps himself safe, but now Mythic still doesn't have the tools to defend their future threat in the mid lane.
Yeah, it goes down. They still in the Holy Shields. Troll looking for a potential setup with a kick, but just gets the Holy Shield in the mid lane. Lord still making his way down bottom. But right now, Team Falcons feeling very confident with this lead, almost 7,000 gold. It just seems like every single team fight that breaks out, Wolf, they don't lose anybody. Everybody's fine. Everybody's chill. They know they're positioning really well with this composition, and they're forcing a Mythic Seal to respond half the time here. So the Lord goes down with that shield, but they still have these waves pushing in on all three lanes. Are they going to go for it again?
Yeah, they want to go for Rupini this time. And it is like off the mark. Only gone for 90 this time. Rupini is not going to survive. Hey, really open it as well. They have taken out food. Now the shadow kill. They want to kill a Boyet, but Boyet will go down. That's going to be King Fresh to get out of there. Own skill for themselves. They have to defend in the bottom lane. Now the mid lane is the next target. In comes the Hayabusa once again. Boyet needs to run away. He's got enough of Team Falcons with a fresh new wave of minions in that mid lane. They are able to take it. Bottom lane is the next target for Team Falcons. He goes down. Coffin Snow has to get away. Mythic Seal with Fend of the Storm. Team Falcons has to back out fully.
Ooh. I don't know, Wolf. I don't know. I mean, I get that they wanted that last there, that bottom base turret. But, you know, taking the turret shot and then knowing that a Farce is across from you and that Feathered Airstrike can, you know, most likely cap you out. And that's what happened to Sanji. So they stayed a little bit too long after, you know, playing into that base. Would have liked to see Team Falcons just take that mid turret and notice that, okay, we shouldn't risk it here. Again, this is an elimination game in this game 3. Whichever team loses this will go home, be out of Games of the Future 2025. And whichever team wins will move forward. And I believe their opponent waiting for them is Onyx.
That's right.
From Indonesia. So right now, can Mythic Seal make a miracle happen? They need to take out Sano. Some way, somehow, they have to get to Sano. And Sano picking up the Malefic Gun is just going to give him more space to work with now. That's one of the weak points of carry is that range that you have to work with. But now, a little bit extra range with that Malefic Gun picked up. Lord's coming up here in about 5 seconds. And with the expanding rivers, everyone will get there just in time. See what Troll's going to do. Troll might get spotted out. He's on that side of the jungle. Actually, they're going to go for Troll. Potentially, they do spot out. They're just going to blitz this Lord.
Yeah, we just got to blitz it. They do have all the tools to do it. Marsa got the have the Predators. That's going to be enough. Boya getting belted down. But the 4 members of Team Falcons, they want more. They want to get a kill. They comes the kick. They found the Hayabusa. And Mythic Steel will lose 2 of their heroes. Despite giving up the Lord already. Now Team Falcons, 5 versus 3. They're feeling it. Ruby needs the next target to find us slash connect. The Storm was turned away, but he cannot. But the damage to Team Falcons, he's out. Sensu will go for the Predators like this to defend this, but there are 2 remaining minions. In a fresh set of minions in the mid lane. Eve with the ultimate. Once they're gonna kill the Coon. Boye is back. They want to defend with this one. The Lord to push now. Boye in trouble. Boye down. Now Coon might be next. They're looking for the blow. That kick is there. And now Boye with the taunt nails down the Hayabusa. They take him down in the base as well. Team Falcons have eliminated Mythic Steel.